Welcome to the Roger B. Crop channel. So here's the clutch assembly, which is typical on just about every style of manual motorcycle.
If your bike isn't shifting into gear properly, or you have to rev it up to get it to go into gear, or it's just hard to get into neutral, chances are there's some issue you got going on with your clutch. I suggest drain the oil, pull it apart.
So to take off the clutch cover, you got to take off the brake and pedal, and this just has a hex nut there that screws in, and it's got a little hole. As you can tell, you put like a pin of some sort. This one had one like this in there, which I don't know if I'll put this style in there. Maybe someone used this one. I'll probably put a cotter pin or something in there. And then once you pull that pin out, and this just swivels around. Got several bolts around here, 8mm, I believe. And then this just pulls off of here, and then that's how easy it is to get this off. And I always recommend setting these types of pieces down so to help prevent dust and other particles from getting in there. Here's the inside of the clutch assembly. You have the clutch basket, which if the motor was spinning right now, this would be rotating. Then you have the inner part, which this, if I were to put it in gear, it would spin the transmission gears and spin the chain and spin the tire. So what happened is that this Recluse style clutch, if you can see that there, look how bent up that is. Bent up, and it's all scratched up on the outside. And on this side, we've got, oh, where's the brake here? Yeah, look at this brake right here. Then I thought, you know what? This CRF 450R is just not shifting into gear properly. So I pulled this after I drained the oil, pulled the clutch cover off. Everything looked good except for the last clutch plate furthest in. This is what we had. All right, so we're lucky it just broke. I recommend getting your awesome cleaner at the dollar store. Put a little bit on here, and then I've already cleaned this several times, but take your finger, put it right in there and get it. Look at that, it's still dirty from the clutch assembly burning out. And so you want to get these little prongs really good. So I've got a little bag here that I've been soaking these in for more than 24 hours, but 24 hours is all you need to soak the clutch discs in. You got your clutch metal disc here, and it just lines right up. And you put one of these on every other one. It's pretty simple, get it done pretty quick. I usually like to use the awesome cleaner once again and wipe these off just a little bit, make sure there's no particles or anything on here. And then those just line up right there. Oil on this, put it in here, and that's the device with the ball bearings that pushes out the clutch, and the springs just go in there. You only tighten these to about 7 foot-pounds of torque, and if you're like me, you don't have a torque wrench that is that fine. So usually I just kind of give it a snug 7 pounds isn't much. If you can imagine having if this was a foot long and you stuck a 7-pound weight at the end of this, that's how much pressure it is. So 7 pounds, 7 pounds isn't a whole lot. I checked out the clutch, and the springs are definitely a little bit stiffer. So put the cover back on and just put the bolts all in and don't over tighten them, and you're gonna be ready to go. Just tighten them up a little bit.